morning, people. How are we today? Thought I'd play a little bit different music today. We've got some funky stuff to help us wake up. We'll let people log on. Good morning, Helen. So today's flow is going to be a Yin Yang flow. So we're doing a 50-50. We're doing the light and the dark, the fast and the slow. We're doing the male and the female. So we start with our Yang, and that's our masculine energy, and that's doing a bit more movement, building up some fire, warming up the body for the first half of the class. And then the second half of the class is our Yin. So that's our feminine energy, doing our nice slow stretches. So we're just going to have a bit of a 50-50 today. Do you like the music today? We've always had lovely soft classical music, but today I'm feeling a bit groovy. So I hope you're feeling it too. Hope you like it. We're going to start off on our backs today. So making your way down. We're going to take a full body stretch. So pointing your toes, lifting your hands up and over your body, giving yourself a big full body stretch. You can wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Just warming yourself up today. What we're going to do is, with our arms reaching up over our head, we're going to take an inhale. On our exhale, we're going to lift our knees up to our chest and our shoulders off the ground into a ball. So just from our cores here, engaging the core, lowering yourself down into your full body stretch. So doing this with control. You can swoop your arms down by your side and then wrap them around your knees, lifting your head, neck and shoulders off the ground, and let go nice and long. So warming up the core here. On our exhale, we lift up. Inhale, arms out long. Exhale, round and down, reach up. Keeping our face muscles relaxed here. Keeping our shoulders away from our ears, warming up our core. Then find length again. Nice long full body stretch. Take an inhale. On your exhale, planting your soles of your feet flat onto the ground. We're taking ourselves into a bridge, so scooting your heels as close to the bottom as you can, lifting up, tucking your shoulders down and under your spine. Slowly now curling from the pelvis, lifting up, vertebrae by vertebrae, feeling your body lift up into your bridge pose. Now finding your bridge. Our arms are going to be down by our feet. We're going to lift them up and over our body, nice and slow, until they touch the ground behind us. Pushing our hips further up now, away from the earth, finding our bridge. Take an inhale. Exhale our hands back down, so up and over the body, till the palms are flat on the earth. Lowering down now with control. Another one like that. Inhale, lifting up from the pelvis, tilting up, pushing our hip flexors to the ceiling, keeping our shoulders tucked under our body, finding our bridge. Taking an inhale, arms up and over the body. Leaving them there. Exhale, pushing away from the earth more with your hips. Inhale, arms coming back and over. Nice and slow, feeling your shoulders as they work. Exhale, lowering down with control. One more like that. Planting your palms, tilting from your pelvis, rolling up now. Everything engaged, everything strong. Arms up and overhead. Once they hit the ground, pushing up with your heels, your glutes and your hamstrings now away from the earth. Inhale, exhale, lowering our arms back to the ground. When our palms hit the earth, slowly dropping your body down. Slowly, tailbone touching to the ground last. Well done, full body stretch again now. Full body stretch, then swoop the arms around, hug your knees, lifting up your upper body. Full body stretch, long, pointing the toes, swooping the arms around, lifting up, finding our ball. Full body stretch. And then we bring our hands by our sides, palms to the earth. Now with control, core engaged, tailbone tucked under here, trying to find a flat back. We lift our legs up to tabletop. So moving yourself around here, you might want to lift your bum off the ground, lift your tailbone so you can feel that there's no space in your lower back. It's flush to the earth. So we're going to do some cycling here. So our legs, one at a time, are going to start straightening and bending. So you can feel your toes gently scraping on the earth here as one leg lowers down, the other bends. We're warming up our lower abdominals here. So the lower you let your leg go to the ground before you bring it back in to start pedaling again, the harder it will be. So if you stay up high, up close to the sky here, that'll be less strain on your lower belly, but just feel where you're at today. The lower you let your legs drop, the more work you're going to be doing. So focusing here on keeping our shoulders and our chest relaxed, our neck and our face muscles relaxed. We're just engaging our lower body here. Keeping our lower back flush to the earth as much as we can. Warming up our core. If you're wanting to go a little bit harder today, feel free to lift up your upper body, hands resting behind the nape of your neck, and you can use your elbows to reach into your knees, swapping one and then the other. We're doing some core, we are. Warming up our body in our Yang movement. A few more like this, your variation, your version. And bringing ourselves into a ball, keeping your head, neck and shoulders up. And do your full body stretch. Feeling your abdominal muscles here stretching. Sweeping our arms down into our ball, lifting our head, neck and shoulders. Full body stretch. Sweeping our arms down into our ball, lifting up. And then full body stretch. We're going to do a few repetitions of our roll up here. So keeping our arms high above our head and our toes pointed, we are going to start with our arms. Lift them off the ground, bring them out in front of you. Once they're in front of your eyes, start lifting up. Slowly with control until you're sitting tall, keeping your arms up above you. Take an inhale, exhale, have a forward fold. Inhale, sitting up tall, arms high, rolling down with control. So keeping your knees pushed together, your ankles and heels pushed together, point your toes, bringing your hands out in front of your gaze, rolling down with control. Once your middle back hits the ground, bring your arms out in front of you, head hits the ground. Arms follow, last to hit the ground is the back of your hands. We do that again. So arms first, rising up until they're in front of our face, lifting our head, neck and shoulders with control, engaging your core. Sitting up tall, arms come up above our heads. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up above our heads, sitting tall again. Exhale, hands come out in front of your face, lower yourself down. Slower you go, the more control you need. Middle back touches the ground, arms come up. Shoulders, head touches the ground. Palms are the last thing to the earth. Now at your own pace, I want you to do 5 more. So remember, with your breath, keeping everything engaged. Trying not to grip in your face muscles. Trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears. If you need to have a slight bend in your knees, go ahead. We're not trying to impress anyone. We're not here to compare ourselves to anyone or think we're wrong if it doesn't look a certain way. Yoga is completely individual. There is no one that does it better or worse or more right than anyone else. Yoga is done to suit our body in the present moment. And whatever your body is feeling today and whatever your body is allowing you to move today is exactly as it should be. Okay, I've done 3. I've got 2 more to go. I'm enjoying these funky beats. It's definitely matching my vibe today. All right, I'm on my last one. So if you were following me, we're rolling down with control. Our last time, nice and slow. Hovering, hovering, hovering. Feel that shake, feel that burn. And let yourself go. Full body stretch again. Inhale. Exhale, swooping our hands down, finding our little ball, lifting our head, neck and shoulders up. Full body stretch. Now lifting ourselves up into our ball one last time, we can start rocking. Rocking ourselves back and forward as many times as you want. Feeling that lovely massage down the muscles on either side of our spine. Bringing yourself to a seated position. Coming through now onto your knees. Who likes my shirt? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Gotta love that. Gotta believe that. So onto our knees. Knees together, sitting back onto our heels. Bringing your hands on top of your knees. We're going to take a cat-cow here in our thunderbolt pose. So I'm inviting you to do this with your breath. If you have a bit of a cold and you've got a blocked nose, don't worry. You can do this through your mouth or just breathe as ever you wish to breathe. We're going to inhale, pushing our chest forward, opening up our shoulders here, our gaze looking up, not all the way up, just up above in front of like the corner of the room. In through the nose and out through the mouth, making our cat here, concaving in our chest. So inhale through the nose, forward, out through the mouth. So we're going to do this quite fast. We're going to build some heat, continuing in our yang movement here. So we go in, out, in, out, in, out. Find a flow here. We don't want to be jerking ourselves around or making our breath any kind of staccato. We want it to flow. You might get a little bit lightheaded. You're doing it right. If you're getting lightheaded, you're doing it right. Enjoy the buzz. Let's go. Ten more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, and sit. Close your eyes. Feel your body. Your heart should be pumping. You might be lightheaded. You might be tingling in your limbs. We're oxygenating the blood there, alkalining our body. A wonderful way to wake ourselves up in such a short time. If you're trying to stay away from caffeine and stimulants and you want a quick wake up, just do that kind of breath, Kundalini Yoga. Beautiful. From here, we're going to rock back onto the fronts of our feet. So balancing here if you can, stretching down the front of our shins. If you're finding that a little bit hard, go ahead and take your fingers to rest behind you, holding yourself up. Otherwise, finding that stretch down the front. Coming forward now, tucking our toes under, sitting back. Doing an opposite stretch down the soles of our feet, behind our toes. Very good. Untucking your toes, rocking back, finding that front stretch down the front of our shins. Down we go again, tucking the toes under, sitting back, stretching our toes. One more time, balancing back onto our fronts of our feet, the tops of our feet. If you're wanting a little challenge today, we'll take you to an extra balance. Anyone who's a bit more intermediate or advanced, let go of the grip on your knees. Take your arms slowly up and above your head. You want to be able to wiggle your fingers and see in your peripherals, your pinkies, not too far behind your head. This is adding a bit of a core into our stretch. Well done. Lowering down, tucking our toes under, stretching down the soles of our feet. Take a breath. Beautiful. Coming through to all fours here, finding your tabletop position. Take a moment to just roll your ankles or crunch your toes. I really feel my ankles are quite tight when I do those kind of movements. They definitely need to be worked a little bit more. Finding your tabletop. Nice and strong, fingers spread wide. Hands directly under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Belly button to spine here. Your gaze should be looking down to the ground to complete your straight spine. Now what we're going to do is put our weight into our right leg. We're going to lift our left leg, keeping it in the exact same angle it is now. So this is known as a one-legged hip rotation. So we are pointing that toe, lifting that hip out to the side, keeping it in that right angle. And we're drawing circles with our knees, going in first, back, up, and away. So as big as you want to go. There's no right or wrong size with how you want to take this stretch. What we're focusing on is keeping our core engaged and keeping our upper body and our hips in alignment. We don't want to be wobbling all around the place and bending our shoulders to meet our knee. Our spine is staying straight and erect the whole time. So we are just isolating that left hip joint. Well done, guys. Reminder to keep the belly button to spine, Mula Bandha engaged, holding yourself strong here. We're going the other way. So knee comes in first and then out and back and down. So keeping your spine straight, core engaged. The less movement on the rest of our body, the better. One more. And we find our tabletop. Push yourself back into child's pose. Giving your arms a little break. You can roll your wrists if they're feeling a little bit tender today. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bringing ourselves back up, finding our tabletop, creating the two grounding tree trunks through our arms. Getting our legs hip-width distance apart. When you're ready, everything engaged, lift that left knee out to the side. Sorry, the right knee out to the side. We're taking our circles, so away from the body, knee comes to the back first, drops down, in and out. Trying to keep our hips level, trying not to rise in our hips. Everything nice and strong. Spine not moving. Belly not dropping. You might feel that one side is harder than the other. You might have less movement, less flexibility in one side, but there's no judgment here. We're never judging ourselves when we're giving ourselves such a beautiful time. We do this because we love our bodies and we love the way we feel after and during. So isolating that right hip joint. If you need to take a break and roll your wrists, go ahead. I'm feeling my wrists are a little bit tender today. That's all right. Doing our circles. Then we're going to rotate the other way. So whichever way you were going, we're just swapping now, keeping everything tight, feeling that outer glute muscle working. Good job. 2 more circles. Pushing back into our child's pose. Well done. Bringing our palms together, walking our elbows forward, bringing our little shark fin up and over our head to rest on our neck. Walking those elbows forward, feeling that stretch in our triceps, down the back of our arms. Take a big inhale, feeling your chest and rib cage expand, feeling the skin tighten. Exhale, bringing ourselves back into our tabletop, setting ourselves up nice and strong again. We're going to take our left leg out to the side. So what we're going to do here, I want you to just point your toes if you can. And we're going to lift that leg off the ground and plant it back on the ground with control. We don't want to hear any slamming down on the ground, but point your toe, lift it, and drop it. So this one you're going to feel in your transverse abdominals as well as the outside of your glute and your thigh. We want to keep the rest of our body stiff and strong, just like we were before. So lifting that leg and dropping it down. Lifting that leg, dropping it down. Lift, tapping our toes on the ground. 2 more. Bring it in, other leg out, right foot out, toes pointed. We're lifting it up. Doing our best to keep the rest of our body as still as we can. It's okay if you move a little as long as you're keeping everything engaged. Our gaze down to the yoga mat. 2 more. Very good, bring it in. This time, toes together, knees out wide, extended child's pose. Now just relax in this one for a moment. You can rock side to side. You can rest one side of your face to the ground. You can massage your brow if it reaches your yoga mat. A little activation and love for our third eye. You can take your little shark fin again up and over your head, walking your elbows forward. Beautiful. Pushing yourselves back up now. We're going to take a little bit of a flow. So keeping our bodies nice and warm in our yang. Then we'll go into our yin and our nurturing feminine energy. So take yourself up to standing. So however you want to do that today, I leave it completely up to you. If you want to take a forward fold, if you want to roll, if you want to start with the vinyasa, go ahead. Alright, keeping our bodies nice and warm. We're taking ourselves to the front of the mat. Here we go. Chair pose. Toes together, heels fist width distance apart, bending from the knees. You should be able to see your big toes in front of your knees, tailbone tucked under, core engaged, arms up to the sky. Lifting up onto your toes, we're taking a balance. Inhale, lowering down, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Find length. Exhale, forward fold. Planting your palms, hop, step or jump back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows into the body. Inhale, Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From here, bending our knees generously, looking up between our hands, hopping up to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, planting your palms, hop, step or jump back into plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending our knees, looking up in between our hands, hopping up to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Planting your palms, hop, step or jump back to plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Oh, I think we just lost you for a sec. I think we're back. Downward facing dog. Bending your knees, looking up to the front, taking our forward fold. Halfway lift, your version. Forward fold. Bending your knees generously. Halfway lift, find length, straighten your legs. Exhale, forward fold, bending your knees. Rolling up with control now. Take a shoulder roll once we get to the top. Our head being the last thing to reach the top. Stepping the left foot back, we're finding our warrior one. 45-degree angle turned out on that left foot. Right foot nice out in front of us. Making sure our knee is not coming in front of our foot or behind it. We want to be able to make a nice right angle. Arms up to the sky. Take an inhale in our warrior one. Exhale, turning out, warrior two. Bending deep into our lunge here. Straightening that front leg, lifting up, back and over. Taking our side stretch to the back, looking under that right armpit. Bending down into warrior two. Front elbow coming down to the front knee, side stretching up and over, keeping a generous bend in that front leg, looking under our left armpit. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, bringing our feet back together, warrior one. Exhale, sinking a bit lower. Inhale, back foot meeting our front foot. Big tall stretch, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Exhale, slowly rolling up. Shoulders roll, head comes up. Warrior one on the right, stepping that right foot back, bending through the left knee. Warrior one, take an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Left foot in front, generous bend in that front leg here, trying to make a right angle if we can. Keeping our shoulders and our hips aligned to the wall we're facing. Just our gaze is over that front hand. Inhale, straightening that front leg, up, back and over, taking a side stretch, looking under that left armpit. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, dropping elbow to knee, stretching up and over, looking under that right armpit. Inhale, back to warrior two, bending down, finding that deep stretch. Inhale, warrior one, bringing ourselves back to the front. Take an exhale. Inhale, back foot meets the front foot, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Planting your palms, hop, step or jump back into our plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows in, bending down slowly, hovering here, holding it in our Chaturanga. Lowering to the ground. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. It's almost time to go into our yin half of this flow. So we'll just take a little hip stretch here, bringing that right foot to the center, left foot shoots up and back, taking our three-legged dog, bending that knee, opening up to the left. Just feeling a beautiful stretch down the front of your left hip and the left side body. Turning your shoulders and your chest to look under that left armpit. Inhale, bringing it back to a three-legged dog and down to the ground. Exhale. Inhale, right foot shoots up to the sky. Three-legged dog, bending the knees, stacking the hips, twisting to the right. Pushing that right hip forward, letting the right knee fall backwards. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to just pedal it out. We're going to start our yin now. Lowering down to our knees. Just take a child's pose. Scooting your hands back down beside your body so that your palms are facing to the sky. Rest your head to the earth if it makes it there. And just nurturing yourself, rock side to side, whatever feels good for you in this moment. Big deep breaths, as deep as you can in this position. And on your next inhale, bring your hands to beside you, slowly pushing yourself back up and coming through to sit on our bottoms. So if you're having a bit of trouble sitting tall today, you feel that you might be a little bit tight in your hips and you feel a little bit hunched over, grab a cushion or a rolled up blanket or a towel and just place that under your bum, under your tailbone. And the higher you lift yourself away from the earth, the easier it will be for you to feel that tilt in your pelvis and the length in your spine. So honoring your body where it's at today, loving yourself exactly as you are. We're going to come into our cow face pose. So, bringing our knees one on top of the other, we are stacking our knees. Seeing if you can get into this position today. Using that pillow, if you're finding that one hip's lifting off the ground, just place the pillow under there. Look down and see, are your knees on top of each other? Or are they as close as they can be today? Are our feet out to the side? One not in front of the other, directly symmetrical, that's the word I'm looking for. We're going to just lean forward, just walking yourself slowly forward over these knees. Now if this is too much, if you're feeling a lot of pain in your knees, I invite you to just back off that pose, maybe try fire log pose, that's just stacking your legs directly on top of each other and then coming forward. So if you're just finding your variation, your modification for today, cow face pose or fire log, up to you. Walking ourselves down. Now I feel this instantly deep in my hips. So we're going to breathe. The more oxygen we get in, the more oxygen we send to those muscles that are holding our tension and tight. And the more oxygen that they get, the easier it is for them to relax and let go. With every exhale, you might feel yourself just dipping a little bit lower into that stretch. Not trying to push our bodies too hard today. Just finding your edge and sitting with it for a couple of deep breaths. And you'll notice it'll let go a little and you can drop further down a little. As long as you breathe. One more inhale here. Drop yourself just that little bit lower. On your next inhale, slowly and gently walk your way back up. Swapping legs now. Gently, nice and slow, no rush. So finding your cow face pose, or if your knees are a bit sore and that one's not feeling good for you, I invite you to try fire log. So it is ankle on top of knee, knee on top of ankle. So we're not bringing it in, it's directly out in front of us. It should look like a triangle, and then you come forward. Otherwise, we're putting the other leg on top for our cow face pose. If you feel like you're a bit crooked here and you can't place that bum cheek on the ground, put your little cushion under there. Checking now, are your feet symmetrical? One's not out in front of the other. Lining yourself up the best you can. Taking an inhale, sitting tall. Walking ourselves down. Noticing that we're not holding our breath here. Bringing our awareness to our breath. If we're just taking little short breaths or we're holding our breath, that'll just aid in the tension. It'll aid in that tightness. Breathing as slowly and as deeply as we can. Maybe even visualizing those tensed muscles dissolving with your breath. Finding your balance between effort and ease today in our yin. If you find that your feet are moving around, you might want to just place your hands on them to ground them here, hold them strong. One more deep breath in. Lower yourself down just a little bit on the exhale. On your next inhale, walking yourself back up to seated, nice and slow. Well done. Now unraveling the legs. You might want to lean back onto your hands and just slowly and gently bring your legs back in front of you. We're going to roll down onto our backs now, keeping our knees bent. Nice and gentle. Belly button to spine here, engage your core, lifting our legs up to tabletop. We're taking that right ankle, bending that knee and coming and bringing it on top of the left knee. So right ankle on top of left knee. We're going to shoot our arms down through our leg. Our left arm on the outside of our leg, our right arm shooting through that hole we've just created. You're going to grip behind your thigh. So the aim of this one here is to pull that left thigh and knee in towards you, bringing that right foot closer to your body. And your right elbow is pushing that right knee away. So the right foot is coming towards you, the right knee is pushing away. We're finding a deep stretch here in the right leg, all the way in our hips and our hamstrings and our glutes. We're just finding our edge and then we're holding it. Breathing deep. Notice that we're not clenching in our shoulders here. We're not lifting up into our upper body. Our whole upper body is relaxed. Our neck, our jaw, our tongue, our brow. On every exhale, feel that you might be able to pull that leg in a bit closer. Push that knee away a bit more. Trying to keep our tailbone on the earth here. We're not curving through our spine at all to lift that closer towards us. One more inhale. On the exhale, pull it towards you a little bit more. The next inhale slowly releases, letting go of that leg, taking your right foot off the left leg, bringing your knees together, and we're swapping over. So left leg bends, left ankle comes to the top of the right knee, bringing our arms through, left arm through the hole, right arm through the outside of the leg, grabbing the back of your calf, of your thigh, and start to pull that left foot in towards your chest. Using that left elbow to push your knee away from your body, feeling that rotation in your hip. Keeping our shoulders down, our tailbone planted to the earth, relaxing the upper body. Breathing deeply, and on your exhale, bringing that leg closer towards you, finding more of a stretch, pushing that knee away. Scan your body, tuning in with yourself. Are you clenching somewhere? Are you holding tension somewhere? Let it go with your breath. Visualize it just dissolving, disappearing completely. Pulling that leg closer in now. One more inhale. Exhale, give it a pull. Inhale, release slowly and gently. Taking that left foot away from the right leg. Just hugging your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Draw some circles with your knees, one way and then the other. Bringing our legs up to tabletop now, creating nice right angles with our legs, arms out to the side, palms to the earth. We're going to push our knees together, our ankles and our feet together, pointing our toes or flexing, up to you. Strong in our core, we are going to slowly drop our knees to the right. Now don't let your knees separate here, just take them to wherever they can go, keeping both shoulders on the ground. So if you feel that if you're going to fall to the ground, your knees are going to separate, your shoulders are going to lift, don't do it. Find your edge. Keeping the shoulder blades to the earth, find where you go and then come back up. Take an inhale, exhale, lower down to the left, knees together, shoulders to the earth. Inhale, back up to center. So this is working our side abdominals, our transverse abdominals, moving nice and slow. So the slower you move, the harder you're working here. Down to the right, bringing yourself back up on your inhale. Exhale to the left. Knees together, shoulder blades on the ground. Inhale, back up to center. This time taking a twist, dropping your knees all the way down to the right. You might want to scoot your hips a little to the left. Finding our side stretch here. We'll just hold this for a moment. Feel that beautiful stretch in our spine. If you're wanting a little bit more, straighten that top leg, that left leg, and see if you can grip hold of that foot with your right hand. Keeping our shoulder blades to the earth. Taking our gaze, looking out over our left hand to complete our twist. It's quite hard to breathe deep when you're in a twisted up pose like this, but it is possible. Breathing in through your nose, slowly and gently feel the air go through your throat, filling up your chest, going down and filling up your abdomen and your belly, feel it expand. Exhale, feel yourself drop into that twist a little more. Another breath here. If you've got hold of that top foot, gently release, bringing your knees to stack on top of each other once more with control, bringing yourself back up to center. Scooting your hips a little bit to the right now to take that twist to the left. Knees stacked on top of each other, twisting to the left. That left shoulder pushing up to the sky, right shoulder down to the ground, opening up through the chest. Taking your gaze to look across that right arm to complete your twist. Breathing deep. If you're wanting a little bit more, straighten that top leg and grab hold of that foot with the left hand. Focusing on our deep breathing here, sending oxygen into the tight parts of our body. Feel the air coming in through your nose, through your chest, into your belly. As you exhale, imagine all the tension. Let go, let it dissolve. Feel your body relaxing. One more inhale. Exhale, feel it all, let go. Releasing that top leg and bringing your knees back together. On your inhale, bring yourself back up to center. Give your legs one last big squeeze. Full body stretch now. Legs out long, arms shooting up above your head, pointing your toes, fingertips reaching away. Take a yawn. We're going to find our Shavasana, letting everything go. Taking your feet out as wide as your yoga mat, letting your ankles and toes fall away. Arms down by your side. Palms facing the sky. Allowing your fingers to have a natural curl. I'm going to change the music now and dim my lights. So if there's any last stretch you feel that you need to do, I invite you to just go ahead, take your time, find your flow, and then we'll meet in Shavasana. You can close down your eyes, bring in a blankie or put a pillow behind your head. Okay, so today I won't be guiding you through a meditation. I would like to offer you some Reiki energy healing today while you're in Shavasana. So finding yourself in your most comfortable position, whatever that is for you. So if you haven't experienced the Reiki distance healing that I've offered before, you don't need to do anything at all. I'm just sending universal life force healing energy to you to heal anything and everything that you might be experiencing or be struggling with today. You don't need to know exactly what you want to be healed. The Reiki energy knows. It knows where to go in your body, and it knows where to heal. But if you do want to set an intention, if you want to focus on a certain area that you know needs healing, just bring your awareness there or gently place your hands there on your body. But just know that the Reiki knows what to do for you. So just be open to receive and enjoy. that with Reiki, time doesn't exist. Time and space, they don't exist. So you can play this video in 10 years from now, or tomorrow, or again this afternoon if you feel you want some more healing, and it will work equally. Reiki energy is always available to you. The universal energy is always available to you. As long as you are open to receive. Feel free to just lay completely still in your Shavasana, or move your hands around to different points of your body that you know might need some special attention. If you're feeling absolutely 100% and there's nothing that needs healing, then just receive this beautiful energy. Just allow it to keep you in your high vibrations. Keep you calm and loved. Share with you today the 5 principles of Reiki. Now these are just beautiful things that you can say to yourself during the day, and first thing in the morning is when I usually love to repeat these words to myself. But I invite you to say them out loud with me while you feel this beautiful energy flowing through your body. You know, saying things in your mind is great, but once you put the sound and that next frequency into these words, they become so much more powerful. Well, into any words, as a matter of fact. So repeat after me. Just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will work hard and honestly. Just for today, I'll be kind and loving to all living things. Such beautiful words. And you might be thinking, why are we saying just for today? Wouldn't we want to live like this every day? And the answer is yes, of course. But how could we possibly know what tomorrow brings? Or how are we feeling tomorrow? Or what situation or experience will show itself to us? All we have control of is right here, right now. And so just for today, we take it step by step, day by day. Feeling this beautiful energy flowing through your body. You might be getting warm. You might be feeling tingles or electricity. Receiving all the earth has to offer you. We'll repeat these words again. Just for today, I will not be angry. I invite you to say it out loud. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will work hard and honestly. Just for today, I'll be kind and loving to all living things. We'll repeat these 5 principles one last time, saying it out loud. If you haven't already, please give it a try. Just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will work hard and honestly. Just for today, I will be kind and loving to all living things. Taking a few deep breaths here. Before we make a close to this beautiful class today, I just want to let you know that as long as you stay where you are right now, you will continue to receive this energy. If you feel that you need a little bit more healing, a little bit more relaxation, a little bit more energy from the earth, then just stay exactly where you are. Stay relaxed. Continue to breathe and stay open to receive. Otherwise, if you're ready to make a close to this class, I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, the love, the truth, and the beauty within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are united. We are the same, and we are one. Namaste. Thank you, friends and family. Please stay there in your universal Reiki healing energy if you wish, as long as you wish. And when you're ready to get up, just know that it attended to you and it shared with you and knows exactly what you needed. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you on Monday. Much love and light to you all.